slipping into those DMs like
11 mortals combating.
men in black who were far from home on the weekend.
All that and more.
Cody, punch Mike Tyson!
Get over here!
Flawless victory.
Flawless victory.
Exactly.
He punched the fuck out of him.
I shot a chain at him.
Stupid.
Biatch.
Biatch is stupid.
Come here.
Get over here.
Come see. I'm gonna show you something.
Come to here right now.
I'm gonna show you a kaboom.
Get over here.
Please don't come this way.
You, come here. Right now.
You come here now.
Mortal Kaboom.
11.
Mortal Kaboom Bat. 11.
Where's the mortals?
There were supposed to be an earth-shattering amount of mortals. An Earth Realm-shattering kaboom.
No kaboom.
Welcome to episode 55 of the Super Media Brothers podcast. I am Midnight Agent Raw.
And I'm Okami.
Yay! I thought you were Marvin for a second.
No. Let's get it boom.
Let's get it boom.
Ed Boon. Not boom, but boon.
A boom boom.
A weekend of international punishment is upon us.
That sounds like my kind of weekend.
Fuck yeah!
Hold on. Okay, I'm good.
Alright, cool. Now that that's out of the way.
Gassy in your face. Anyway.
Exactly. We're here to bring you a fuckload of...
Can you taste that out there? It's Cheetos and Pepsi.
Pepso, Cheeto...
Chepsy.
Chetsy?
Chetsy.
Chetsy Cola.
Yeah.
It's
orange cola. That's spicy.
It sounds like a new crush flavor.
Yeah.
We've got orange. We've got grape. Now we have Chetsy. Orange Cheeto Cola.
It'll crush your bowels.
That's fucking gross. It reminded me of that Rhett and Link episode where they decided to see what they could turn into milk, and I want to say they did that with Cheetos, and it was fucking ugh.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, no thanks.
I'll pass.
Same. But today, you shouldn't be passing on any of this shit we're going to bring to you.
No.
Because we've got a lot of stuff to talk about. It's all new or upcoming things all over the place.
The happenings all in your face. That's why it's the weekend of international torture.
Exactly.
Or punishment, I'm sorry.
We were gifted the Spider-Man Far From Home trailer this week. Holy shit, does it bring the fucking goods.
Mm-hmm.
It delivers them far from home.
Yeah.
But at the same time, right to your television or laptop or phone.
Or whatever streaming device you have.
Yeah, and I was already excited for this. I'm even more so excited for this because first off, it was just, oh, fuck yeah, more Spider-Man.
Here you go.
And then second off, we get a really good look at the villain of the film. What was your first reaction to the trailer?
Oh.
That's that right there. Oh.
Just to see Mysterio was enough. That was enough.
Jake Gyllenhaal was probably a really good pick for this, too.
Mm-hmm.
Which, coincidentally, he was almost in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2 when Tobey Maguire hurt his back. Jake Gyllenhaal was going to replace him.
Mm-mm.
At the time, I probably could have seen it working, but I didn't want it at the time.
No, I'm sorry.
Didn't want it then. But
he doesn't look Parker-ish to me. He doesn't have the look to him.
maybe in the Donnie Darko October Sky days a little, but I don't know.
No, I can't see it.
But Jake is really good at playing complex characters, so
You can't get more complex than this.
yeah, I like that he's going to be Quentin Beck, a.k.a. Mysterio.
And boy, he was like Doctor Strange in that shit when he flew in there.
Yeah, I like the fact that we're not clear as to whether, oh, hey, it's the failed visual effects guy using visual effects to, do his crimes, or does he actually possess magic in this?
Because he literally comes in like on his normal green poofy cloud and just illusions everything around him, because it's like a Sandman, Hydro Man like creature-esque battle going on, and then here comes Mysterio to just like poof.
That's the whole takeaway too, because at first you think, holy shit, is this Sandman? But then you realize there's more elemental monsters. There's like that, and then a fire, and then water, which, like you said, it's like Hydro Man, Sandman. Like, fuck, dude. Like, the other one could have just as easily been Molten Man. So we're getting all these little Easter eggs, if you will. And then a new Spider-Man, actually 2 new Spider-Man suits.
Yeah, because we have my favorite, the Noir, which is very espionage, stealthy.
Yeah, and I think that's really neat, considering that Nick Fury and Maria Hill are going to be in this, kind of being taking Tony Stark's place as his mentors, and I'm assuming S.H.I.E.L.D.
Boss.
Yeah, which they don't say, oh, this is when it takes place, but come the fuck on, everybody. You already know, like, spoilers, that this is after Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
So they did a good job of hiding any kind of dates, especially on his passport when he's trying to get his passport. He tries to leave the suit behind, but lo and behold, there's trouble no matter where Spider-Man goes. And he's got to be a friendly neighborhood wall crawler anywhere.
Not really a neighborhood, more like a world.
Hell yeah. But I'm on board with the fact that they've upped the ante with the scope of this film, being like, oh shit, like, there's bigger, there's a bigger deal. Like, yeah, Vulture was a formidable villain, obviously, but I like the fact that there is a bigger threat that he has to,
a cosmic threat, basically.
Yeah, that he's got to fight on his own. I mean, granted, with, Nick Fury and all them, but still.
Yeah, because we go from Homecoming to where Tony's like, no, stay out of the fight, to Nick Fury's like, no, you're in the fight.
Yeah.
So it's like a large change of pace, which, I mean, obviously after Endgame, it's definitely a huge change of pace.
Yeah, and I think that's the symbolism of this movie, in my opinion, should and could be the symbolism of Spider-Man taking over as the number one guy in the MCU. Kind of how Tony Stark and Cap were the leaders of this, and now it's Peter Parker.
Right.
So that's my takeaway from it. And they did a good job of introducing these events, but not giving too much away. And it definitely piques interest for anybody that's new to this franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if you're new to it, please crawl out of the rock. We will help you crawl out from underneath the rock that you've been under.
Go listen to a couple episodes before now.
Yeah.
Right now.
But yeah, Spider-Man Far From Home comes out July 5th, 2019. Throw all your money at this movie because it is an Independence Day weekend release.
Oh, yeah.
Do it!
Red, white, blue, and green.
Mysterio green.
Mm-hmm. He's just money.
Mysterio girl.
Rey Mysterio.
Fuck yeah.
That'd be cool to have like the helmet with the paint as the like luchador mask.
I don't know why Rey Mysterio hasn't done something like that. Because I know at one WrestleMania he dressed up like the Dark Knight's Joker, and it was fucking cool as shit seeing the luchador mask, like with the big green hair and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Any fucking way.
Moving
on to another Marvel property. Punisher Season 2 drops today. So all we really know about this, because I haven't had a chance to watch it, but all we know about it so far is that Billy Russo is Jigsaw, obviously, after being mangled the fuck up. But can we go ahead and just address the elephant in the room with the scarring? It's not as grotesque as one would believe.
No.
Which we're used to seeing, like, the grotesque Jigsaw, especially in the Warzone film from 2008. It was very much over-the-top comic book Jigsaw.
Right.
But he's not really going by the Jigsaw moniker in the series. And he's got, like, a little mask that he wears that's white with some black paint on it that looks shattered. But he's got brain damage also. And they were calling this interpretation of Jigsaw to be more mental than physical. But he's got, scarring on his face, and I think they tried to go for the grounded realism of how would he look if he has this much money and can afford really good plastic surgery.
Wanna know how I got these scars?
Yeah. Frank Castle beat the fuck out of me.
Pretty much.
Which, that was a goddamn brutal scene.
No.
I loved it, though.
Just punching the shit out of him.
We got Jigsaw and a villain by the name of John Pilgrim, who, in the words of the producers, is this very hard-leaning alt-right villain, which fits right into what Frank Castle is up against. Just the character is so fucking complex, and I think John Bernthal does an extremely good job of portraying this character.
Mm-hmm.
So, without spoiling anything, like I said, we haven't seen it yet, but with what is obviously going to be the last Punisher, who knows what they're going to do with it? Will they give it a proper send off, or
I don't know. With the way Netflix is going, I mean, there's no telling at this point.
Yeah, we still have one more final season for Jessica Jones that is going to come out because they had been started production on it. So hopefully, at least with that one, since they knew, what was going on, maybe they'll give that character a good send off. It's still disappointing.
Mm-hmm. I think that's why I just kind of stayed away from Netflix now. I'm not really a fan of theirs anymore.
The good old days.
Yeah.
The good old days, and when I say good old days, I mean like back in 2012, 2013, when you could literally find anything on Netflix and it was good. Now, streaming services are becoming the new cable where people are vying for the top. Like, who's going to be the top streamer? It's like Disney's going in. Netflix has its own thing. I think a lot of other places are starting their own streaming services. Like, DC's got its own. Fuck it. Damn it. But I guess we can swap away from TV and move over to the music side of things.
Mm-hmm.
There's a new release that just dropped on the 7th, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, January 7th from Monstercat.
With my boy Slippy.
Slippy!
Brought his Flux EP out. And from what he described with this one, this was a try at different music styles than what he's commonly known for, because he's more of the trap, dubstep-y kind of sound to his stuff. He had a huge transition when he went from the Slip and Slurs title to Slippy with Promise Me. So definitely got a taste of what he can do as far as a musician goes or producer can go. And this one definitely took me for a surprise. They released first, before the album came out, Show Me with Sarah Skinner, which is, a pretty good track overall. Good vocals by Sarah. Very kind of like dominating with her voice and everything. Traditional style with his normal trap, routine that he does. So spot on with that. And then I was thoroughly surprised with Never Know. That one's very calm, somber, smooth, jazzy, just guitar-based, guitar-driven, basically. Still has that continuous build-up with the Slippy note, with the whatnot, but the drops are they're chill. They're very, chill trap, I guess you can say, in a weird way. Probably one of my top 3 on this one. Chosen, again, expectations were, okay, this is just another rap, trap, combination, but he does it really well with Armani Rain, actually. Very reminiscent of Moving Hectic, Monster and stuff like that, where they have like the really big like R&B or rap influence with the hard trap drop and stuff like that. But the vocals are fast. They're speed rap, basically.
Yeah, and I'm saying it reminded me of like old school Bone Thugs and Harmony from like the East 1999 Eternal days.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the cadence it had. And I was like, oh, this is fucking cool. We haven't heard rap like this in a while.
Real legit shit.
Yeah.
Next up was Speaker, which Speaker is probably my favorite, just for the simple fact that it has that D&B hit to it. Like, it has the repetitious drums building up, and then the speaker going boom, and then
the oomph of the bass is really what drives it home for me.
And then just the drop is simple but unique at the same time, because it's something that you get catchy with. Like, it actually hits you and you actually can get into it, and everything else just pieces it together so well.
Put it in your car and crank it up.
Yeah.
Like, really hard.
Let that speaker go.
Exactly.
And then the last song on there is One Thing with Tim Moyo, which he did a really good job vocally. Very, haunting, very R&B, and then just the drop and everything. It's like a taste of like a future bass kind of, style with it too, which is pretty cool. He did a few tracks like that in the day where it was kind of like a future bass-ish kind of mix with it. But this one's definitely my second one out of the group. That Speaker, One Thing, and Never Know is my top 3, obviously.
Yeah.
For all obvious reasons. But as a whole, this EP is just like solid. Like, probably one of my favorite EPs in a while.
Wasn't this his debut EP?
Mm-hmm. Like, his actual album.
Yeah. And that's a great first release, and then it's the first Uncaged release this year, like EP wise. It's the first Uncaged EP with Monstercat, because I think the first quote LP release was no, because that was still 2018 was Infected Mushroom when it had come out. So this is the first. Yeah, so technically this is the first
album launch. Yeah.
Yep. I think the second one coming up is Lil Hank's EP.
Mm-hmm.
EDM's Last Hope 2.
Number 2.
Yep, I'm excited for that one too.
Because if it's anything like the first one, it's gonna be really good.
Fuck yeah, I would assume so.
Dope as shit.
That's a great little pupper doggo.
Mm-hmm. Good doggo.
Bringing the Borks and the bass, the Bork and bass. So, and then again, almost a year to the day, we get a release from The Weeknd, and it's actually not even his track. It's actually producer Gesaffelstein, who guest produced and was featured on the My Dear Melancholy EP last year. So Gesaffelstein produces a song and has The Weeknd provide vocals on it called Lost in the Fire. And
now, control your pants. I know you want to nut yourself when you hear this song, but you gotta hold on for a second.
Yeah.
Like, we call this, we heard a couple of times, like Starboy meets My Dear Melancholy kind of feel to it. Very simple, repetitious beat in the background with just Gesaffelstein. But, The Weeknd's vocals are they're always just up there. Like, he has such good skill and, whatnot with his voice. Now, granted, the vocals, the actual lyrics is kind of, standard R&B, kind of, I guess, filler kind of stuff.
Some of it's borderline, like, questionable at best as far as intent behind them, or if it's just a story, because, I know he's gotten a little backlash from, like, a few of the lines in the song, but, it's, there's a lot of shit out there that's worse than this, so,
yeah.
Shit, I think people are just kind of digging at this point, but it's a good song nonetheless. I like it, and I'm hoping that this is kind of a style that that The Weeknd is working on for his next release, and hopefully Gesaffelstein is a collaborator on it.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
As I liked the work they did, especially the work they did with Guy-Man from Daft Punk on the last album.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good style for him to stick to if he's going to try to find but it's not necessarily that The Weeknd's got to find his sound, but if he wants to add on to his already expansive repertoire of, like, this is what I do and what I can do, this is an excellent avenue to go down.
Also, 2 little touches. One, Spotify, when you stream it on there, it's just a straight fire, like, GIF in the background just playing, and it's so fucking cool. So props to that. 2, the music video is, traditional Weeknd. Like, it has so much symbolism to it, and it's worthy of, like, I have to have a picture of one part of this song somewhere, and my wall right now is just the whatever creature do, the black, like, gloss look on his body with,
That's essentially Gesaffelstein.
Gesaffelstein, yeah, obviously, but with Abel sitting there with his hand on his chin with his pick sticking out, and it's just, like, black and white, and it's just, oh, God, I love this style. Like, every music video he does, it's just something different that I can tell it's him, but at the same time, it's, like, unique.
Yeah, he's definitely got his own way of, how do I say this, representing his, quote, brand and what he's about. And it's neat. I like it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's jump over to another movie. Yeah. So, Men in Black.
Here comes Thor.
Yeah, dude, yeah. So, like, the Men in Black franchise, obviously one of the biggest, multimedia franchises out there. It was a comic book. It was a movie. 3 movies, in fact, with Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones in the title roles in the first 3. And everybody's been wondering, what the fuck are they going to do with Men in Black 4? They've talked about, this is well before this announcement. So they had an idea that Will Smith would come back to do a 4th one and Tommy Lee Jones. Sure, we could do that. There was an idea at one point to cross over the Jump Street franchise with Men in Black, where it would have been Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill. I want to say either donning the Men in Black outfits or helping the Men in Black, which would have been fucking hilarious. I can see that as a concept on paper being hilarious, kind of to reinvigorate it. But I like the fact that they chose to go this avenue. Men in Black International is a British extension of the Men in Black headquarters in the United States, now taking place in England. And oh boy, we have a great director and a great cast. Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson, who both played Thor and Valkyrie.
Yeah, and Ragnarok.
So that's really cool to get them together for another movie.
Mm-hmm.
And the head of the UK branch of Men in Black is none other than Liam fucking Neeson.
Because why the fuck not God?
Dude.
Why the fuck not Qui-Gon?
I fucking love Liam Neeson so damn much. And it's going to be nice to see him in this kind of a role. And Chris Hemsworth, can we just go ahead and point out that Chris Hemsworth is fucking excellent at comedy?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care who you are. He's awesome at this. And it's really exciting to see this cast come together, especially these three. It's bound to be just a ton of fun. The trailer looks like it's going to be a ton of fun. It just, God damn it, I can't wait. Just when I was, thinking about, what are they going to do? They can't retread the same shit. They come out with this.
It's all about star power. So, I mean, they can't reuse the same people. So, use people who are already known and just make it work.
Yeah. And I think it's gonna. Because the director, F. Gary Gray, if that doesn't ring a bell, the movies will definitely do that.
Right.
He directed Friday, the initial Friday in the franchise. He directed The Fate of the Furious. He directed Straight Outta Compton. Like, the dude is a very accomplished director, and it's going to be cool to see him tackle a franchise like this. He's done The Italian Job, The Negotiator. He's done a great amount of work, and is a film producer, director, and a music video director. So they've got all the components to make a good film.
Oh, yeah.
So I have a lot of high hope for
Is this his first take on sci-fi?
I think so. Yeah, I believe it is, actually. So
I mean,
yeah.
he should be fine.
Yeah, I think so too, because technically, if you want to look at his history as a director, definitely, I think Fate of the Furious may have been his biggest budgeted project, because let's just be honest, the Fast and Furious franchise is absolutely Universal Studios' golden ticket for money, because it is definitely a huge franchise. It's a multi-billion-dollar franchise.
All right.
So Men in Black International is just that. It's another franchise opportunity to have somebody come in and reinvigorate it. So, again, go check this fucking shit out. It's coming out June 14th. Do it. Throw your money at it.
So we're having more movies in the summertime.
Now I'm kind of sad. You said summertime and Will Smith's not in it, and I was going to totally make the summertime. Fuck yeah.
That'd be his comeback in the movie.
Summertime. Time to sit back and unwind.
Yeah, he's watching everybody do the work, and he's just like, yep. I used to do that.
Hey. Okay. Oh, that's hot. It's like the fucking YouTube rewind where he goes and looks in the viewfinder. Oh, that's hot. Mm-hmm. That's hot. That should be the fucking. That would be a hilarious trailer for the movie.
Yeah.
Just to get him to do it again. Oh, that's hot. That's hot. It's just it's him watching the trailer through the scope. Fuck. Oh, I'm sorry. I got off on a tangent again.
No, he's not sorry.
No, I'm really not. Shall we go to the video game side of things, sir?
Let's do it.
Okay. Mortal Kombat 11. Now, you heard us talk about Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat a few episodes ago. We're talking about the video game now, sir.
And boy, is there so much to talk about. God. Because, unlike Richie, I have not touched Mortal Kombat for years. So, I am just as lost in this expansive fucking story.
Yeah, because when they put the self-titled one out in 2011, which was Mortal Kombat 9, that game essentially, quote, reboots the franchise, which everything is about a reboot nowadays. Except it didn't initially come off like, oh, we're starting everything over. They split it into two timelines. There is an Armageddon timeline and then a new timeline, because the Armageddon timeline comes from the Mortal Kombat Armageddon video game, where it's the original timeline of the first one, where Liu Kang, Johnny Cage, Raiden, and Sonya save Earthrealm, blah, blah, blah. You know the fucking story.
Yep.
So, in Mortal Kombat, basically, it's down to Shao Kahn and Raiden, and it gets so convoluted as fuck from here, because throughout 9 and 10, we find out that Liu Kang has been killed by Raiden over a disagreement. It was an accident, and I'm air quoting accident, because Raiden is begging his forgiveness. Liu Kang is like, fuck you, you killed all of us, blah, blah, blah. So now Liu Kang's soul is basically ran, and he is under service to Quan Chi. And this is where it gets really fucked up. At the end of 10, Raiden kind of becomes the anti-hero, almost villain-like, and he's corrupted because he puts his body into this vortex that cleanses like all these souls, but he becomes corrupted because of Shinnok's corruption. So now we've got this really like dark take on Raiden, who is going to essentially just seek out, instead of defending Earthrealm from attackers, he's like, fuck this, I'm gonna go out and destroy all these other realms before they have a chance to even fuck with us.
Yep.
And that is the fucking premise for Mortal Kombat 11, is he is on a tear, because at the end of Mortal Kombat 10, there's an after credit sequence where he throws Shinnok's like Elder God head decapitated on the ground in front of Liu Kang and Kitana, who are now technically the de facto leaders of the Netherrealm, Outworld. It's almost like a role reversal.
Mm-hmm.
So Liu Kang is technically like a bad guy, but he's unwillingly a bad guy. So now you're like, okay, who do I root for here? If you're following the story, that's what it is. To everybody else that's casual gamers, it's just another Mortal Kombat game.
Pretty much. With slap-on story.
Slap the story on the fucking quest mode, or whatever the fuck they're calling it now. Story mode, quest.
But yeah, they give us that trailer with Raiden fighting Scorpion, or one version of Scorpion, basically. You know, kicks his ass, you know, shocks the shit out of him, and then another version of Scorpion comes out and just, get over here, and just freaking goes right through his body. All you see is like the imprint, like on his stomach, and everything gone. You know, chops his head off, and then pierces his head with the chains and just drags it. It's just, yeah, this is how brutal it's going to be. It's going to be more gory, more slasher, more everything than previous installments.
Yeah, and I completely missed the gameplay footage that dropped yesterday on Twitch. I totally fucking missed it. And I feel kind of dumb having not watched it now that I think about it. But my theory, and I hope listening back I'm right on this, just because, but my theory is that the reason we saw the two Scorpions in the trailer is because both of the timelines may be merging.
Probably.
So that could be an interesting thing.
Because Raiden fucked up.
Raiden! You done fucked up, man!
Close these portals now!
You son of a bitch!
I can't.
We get the Jean-Claude Van Damme version of Liu Kang. I'm here to kick that son of a bitch Raiden's ass.
You can try.
I don't think so.
You did good against them, but what about them?
Jesus fuck. If they don't do that in this game, I'll be very disappointed. Can we just get Christopher Lambert to be Raiden's voice? Like,
that'd
period?
be awesome. Like, just if you have to get someone close to his voice.
Just get Christopher Lambert.
Yeah.
I don't think he's doing very much these days.
Yeah, he's probably sitting at home playing Mortal Kombat right
now.
now.
He's just one, because there can be only one. He
Yeah.
is one, and he's just sitting there like, well, I've killed everything else that I was up against.
So what do I do now?
What do I do now?
Liu Kang. Who could that be?
Come in.
He's like a high-pitched Batman. Come in.
Come in. We would like to offer you the role of Bison in the Street Fighter reboot. I don't think so. Like, no.
Oh, Jean-Claude Van Damme, no.
Jean-Claude Van Damme it.
Mr. Lambert, sir? What? They want you to do Raiden in Mortal Kombat 11. About fucking time.
No shit. He's like, about fucking time. I've rinsed due. Fuck yeah.
Sitting in his New York apartment.
I just started to sound like the Ken Kniff character from the Eminem albums. Right, Christopher Lambert is Ken Kniff. Phone rings. Yo, who's this? This Ken Kniff from Connecticut, cockboy. From Connecticut. Yeah, you want me to melt in your mouth and nut in your hand?
The power of the gods. Thunder in the hand.
Oh, God, I really hope that doesn't happen because I'm just gonna be like, God damn it, Christopher Lambert, you've fallen so far.
Watch out, the lightning strikes.
What if he shoots lightning out of his dick?
Fatality. Sexuality.
Mortal Kombat.
11 hoes.
Oh shit! And then like in another perfect universe, Mortal Kombat 11, it wouldn't be, oh, this is the 11th installment. No, the hidden character is 11 from Stranger Things coming in to fuck shit up.
While eating waffles. Or
What?
Eggos.
She throws Eggos to like slice people's heads off. That's the fatality, like a Demogorgon.
But she'll have all the costumes. Like, she'll have the bald head with the dress. She'll have the punk rock look. And then she'll have her new costume from the new season.
Fits right in with all the costume changes you can do.
Mm-hmm.
Make that happen.
Yep.
You fuckers. Make Mortal Kombat versus Stranger Things thing happen.
Strange combat.
Mortal Things.
Mortal Things 11.
Guys, I have an idea for a video game. We're going to call it Mortal Things.
You need just to let go of that. Let go. Let go of the ego.
Lego your ego.
No.
Lego your ego. I could just see that being a pitch, though. Like somebody just walking in. Oh, we can make Mortal Things the game. We've already had something else called Mortal that bombed, and that was Mortal Engines. Try again, sir.
Hash.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Such a dickhead thing to say.
Just quit putting mortal in everything and making it think it's going to work. It's not going to.
I got it. Immortal.
No.
Yeah, no, fuck off with that shit.
How about just dead? Die.
Dead, the game.
Yeah. What do? You press...
You press start and it ends.
Yeah,
that's it.
You press a button and you die.
And that's the game.
$50.
Because you're dead after having to shell out $50 for this fucking
Death simulator.
Death Simulator.
You just wake up in a casket.
Put that on the shelf next to our video game Lawnmower Simulator.
Yeah. We should make our own video game line.
Okay, so Death Simulator. Lawnmower Simulator. What else?
That's all we
Mortal
got.
Things.
Mortal Things.
Mortal Things.
Mortal Things 1.
Mortal Things Simulator. Everything's Simulator.
Yeah. We just got a lot of live things here. That's it.
Let's make a wrestling game.
Yeah. These things that are alive are going to fight.
It's like Celebrity Deathmatch, but not Celebrity Deathmatch.
It's just things that are alive. Why? Because they're mortal. They're going to die.
Die.
Wow.
No. Why? Die.
Christopher Walken is Raiden.
Oh
I
my
don't
fucking god.
think so. Liu Kang. What are you doing?
Please fucking make this happen. I scratch everything we just fucking said and make this. I would gladly trade everything we just spoke about in to get Christopher Walken as Raiden.
Welcome to Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
Wow. I make lightning come out.
He zaps himself. Zzz. Ow.
Ouch. You guys. I bring the lightning and the thunder.
Shang Tsung is going to kill Earth. It is up to one of you three to make it not happen.
You guys.
God damn it. Sorry. I think I'm going to step away from all of that now.
Be careful of Katana.
She will cut you.
She is cutthroat.
Jesus fuck. Let me get back on track here.
Yeah.
I think is this already it? Is this already the last thing we're talking about? Oh my god! All right, I'm gonna geek out here for a little bit. I think maybe both of us. I don't know. But look, anybody that grew up in the '90s, was born in the '80s, grew up in the '90s, or hell, if you fucking were born in the '70s and grew up in the '80s, you remember pro wrestling, the WWF, when it was good.
Yeah. Before the E.
It was okay as the E for a little bit, and then 2008 to 2009 happened, and it's just kind of been flip-floppy from there. WWE has become a conglomerate in the professional wrestling industry. Wait, I'm sorry, the sports entertainment industry, because they don't use the term professional wrestling anymore. Or they try not to anyway. But it is professional wrestling. Something happened here recently in the last few months that culminated in an announcement on January 1st and then a press conference on January 8th. So back in, I want to say September. I feel dumb if it's not the right month, but last year, the son of Dusty Rhodes, Cody Rhodes, and his two friends, the Young Bucks, put together a pay-per-view called All In. And it was very successful. It was a one-off pay-per-view, and it featured a lot of really awesome wrestlers throughout the entire industry in the indie circuit, from New Japan, from OEW, or OWE, I'm sorry, Ring of Honor, you name it. They came in and they put a fucking hell of a show on. So it all culminates to the fact that they have formed a brand new wrestling organization called All Elite Wrestling. And holy shit, they found two partners. The co-owners of the Jacksonville Jaguars football team, who are billionaires, mind you. It's a father and a son. Why is this important? Because they are able to offer contracts to these guys that are comparable, if not more, than what the WWE can offer.
Boom.
Yeah.
So, therefore, that puts the WWE on a spot because now they have competition. Worthy competition.
Yeah.
If not better competition.
Yeah, no shit. Because, let's be honest, some of the best times in pro wrestling that I remember were the Monday Night Wars.
Yep.
And that was WCW and WWF whenever they were literally duking it out over the course of years. Like 2 fucking years solid.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't care which side you were on or if you liked them both. You can't deny the fact that they were both turning out some quality fucking content back then, because I think that's what this distinguishable, quote unquote sports entertainment / sports bracket deserves, is healthy competition between two rival organizations.
Right.
So the big points that I want to make on AEW is that they held a press conference on January 8th, which they were spouting off some of the key points of high-paying contracts comparable to WWE, because the two co-owners are almost at a $6-point-something billion net worth. Yeah, when you got that kind of money to sling around, there's good things can happen.
Oh, yeah.
So they were talking about that. They were talking about how the promotion's not going to have any, quote, big heels or baby faces, basically that the crowd can cheer for whoever they want whenever they want, which is really something we've needed, because if you watch a lot of the heels, which are bad guys, on the programs, a lot of the people cheer those guys because they love their characters. And this way, you don't have to be told, oh, no, these are supposed to be bad. You're supposed to fucking boo these guys. No, man, I like a lot of the heel wrestlers. That's just who I am.
This eliminates a lot of the stage aspect of this part too, because now you have more authenticity with, okay, this doesn't feel as fraudulently or faux or whatever as it would be normally, because now, like you said, you can actually cheer who you want rather than being told, hey, hold up the sign for so-and-so, or boo this person because he's the villain, stuff like that.
Yeah, and I like it because I think this is going to allow a lot of the wrestlers creative control on their personalities, their characters, because a lot of these guys put hard work, years of hard work into developing these characters. And then sometimes they just get, hey, I'm not saying it like, oh, they get fucked all the time, but I think, you get into positions with certain companies and they just kind of like, they drag you down a bit and they're like, they water you down.
Well, yeah, because they sit there and tell you, well, that character is good and all, but that's not what we're feeling right now because everybody wants this type of person, so I need you to tweak it to this.
Yep. And I think another big thing going along with that is if AEW is doing what it says it's going to do, they're not going to pre-script a lot of these guys' promos that they cut, which back in the day, and even in the Monday Night Wars, a lot of these guys went out there and just went on the microphone. People like Austin, The Rock, fucking Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, Hulk Hogan, all these guys in both of these companies, even some of the younger dudes like Chris Jericho, obviously, is one of probably the greatest mic workers. He's got such a fucking strong personality. He's a strong presence. And speaking of Chris Jericho was like one of the first big signings of AEW. Mm-hmm. And it was not for the money. He's gone on record. It's not about the money. I've got money. He believes in change. And Jericho is somebody who has always done something new with him like with himself. Every time he comes back, he's got it's almost like a different era every time he comes in. And he's constantly reinventing himself, which is why he still goes as well as he does today.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of, they have a 3-year deal with him. So he's actually here for the long haul.
Right.
This company's going to be putting a pay-per-view out called Double or Nothing, and it's going to be May 25th in Las Vegas at the MGM Casino Arena. I want to say it's called the MGM Grand Arena. But,
MGM Grand, yeah.
But God damn it.
That's
It's going to be in Vegas.
That's a way to start, man.
Oh, yeah. So they're doing that. They could eventually I feel like they could eventually become like the number 2 competition, which is currently Ring of Honor right now. It's a giant reinvigoration of pro wrestling, in my opinion. Some of the guys that are on this roster are unbelievably talented. Cody Rhodes and the Young Bucks, which obviously they are going to be acting as like executive vice president and, co-management and running this company.
Right.
You got people like Hangman Adam Page, Christopher Daniels, who is well known as the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels, Frankie Kazarian, and you got guys like Scorpio Sky, Joey Janela, fucking Pac, who used to be Neville in WWE. So that's another big get for them, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got guys from OWE, the Oriental Wrestling Entertainment coming. You got like SEMA, fucking El Lindemann, T-Hawk, Takahiro Yamamura. You got all these great guys that are initially on board. And I'm just waiting to see who else they get.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully they can get CM Punk in that motherfucker if he decides to come out of retirement.
That sounds promising either way.
Please do it. Fucking please do it. God, I think I'm geeking out hardcore because I haven't been this excited about pro wrestling in a long fucking time. And it's something I've watched either hardcore or now recently, sadly, casually. So it's definitely sparked my interest. And hopefully some of you out there that actually watch this stuff are interested in it again.
You can feel the vibes from here.
Yeah. Because I think it's what the industry needed, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, yeah.
Do your thing, AEW.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you.
Which, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's
yeah.
all
oh,
you.
Yeah. All you. It's all up to all you.
God fans.
So, yeah. That's all I got.
See?
Cool. So we put a Twitter poll out last week.
We pulled out of Twitter.
We pull out of Twitter. We pull our poll out of Twitter, out of Twatter, if you will.
With all these votes.
Votes and hoes, not boats and hoes, but votes and hose.
Yuck.
I am ruining this podcast left and right today.
No, we're not. This is typical content from us.
Typical.
Yeah. Tip. Anyway,
yeah.
So we had a poll about when our next cult cinema showdown will be featured.
Yeah, and we figured it went so well the last time we held a vote, let's do another one for both films this time. And we gave you a selection of them, that being Rotor versus Prototype X29A, Hawkeye versus Low Blow, or Hobgoblins versus Ghoulies. Now the votes are in. They are in. They are done. That's it.
We pulled out.
We pulled out, and so you should pull out as well.
Yeah.
Throw your hat into the ring and pull it out. Real hard.
He used to be black, now it's white. Yeah. Tasty.
Okay, so we're going to read these results right now. And the percentage, because holy shit, there are percentages to be had.
Yeah. Funny.
Here are the results. Rotor versus Prototype is dead fucking last with a whopping 7%.
Congrats on being dead last.
Jesus Christ. And those are a number one, which I'm not even going to lie, I'm a little sad about it because those are fucking gold mines.
Maybe in the future.
Yeah, definitely in the future, trust me. It's like, they voted not for it. I'm going to show you. We're going to put it on here anyway one day. Fuck
what a
it.
twist. We're doing that next.
What a twist. It's like golf. You get the lowest score, you win.
Yeah.
At 43%, Hobgoblins versus Ghoulies.
So that means
the winner is Hawkeye versus Low Blow with 50% of the votes.
with the low blow to the others.
That's it. With a hawk's eye, they took him down.
Yeah.
Now, what's going to be really interesting about these movies Both of these movies feature the legendary martial artist Leo Fong. Leo Fong stars in Low Blow, and he is also in Hawkeye. He co-directed Hawkeye with George Chung, who was the star of Hawkeye. We fucking cannot wait to do this. I tell you right now, Hawkeye is like Rush Hour meets Beverly Hills Cop meets action and kung. It's got to be seen to be believed. It's
Kung Fu versions of both of those films.
It's fucking
more Kung Fu than
It's kung
Rush Hour.
fucking awesome.
Kung fucking
Kung fucking awesome. God damn it! And then Low Blow is another it's Leo Fong plays a detective, and that's all you need to know because the rest of it you will definitely
you will be enticed.
Oh, we promise.
Yeah.
So congratulations to that. So that's definitely going to be next week's episode.
Mm-hmm.
Hooray.
Confetti. Yay.
So thanks to everybody on Twitter that voted for this. And just voted in general.
And who screamed at us, hey, play these. Do these.
Do these things.
Yeah.
I kind of feel sorry for Rotor. I think he might come kill me later. He stands on that fucking bike and then he's just holding a gun with his leather and his helmet and just fuck.
Well, we're dead either way.
Yeah. So that's going to be next week. So please tune in for that one.
Yeah.
Follow us on social media, goddammit.
Mm-hmm. Or Rotor will come after you.
Yeah. Rotor will blow you the fuck away.
Right.
And he will not stop until he blows you the fuck away.
He was like, vote for me now.
He's like, Pedro, vote for me.
Vote for Rotor.
Vote for Rotor. Follow us on social media. Facebook.com/SuperMediaBros. Twitter.com/SuperMedia_Bros. Instagram.com/SuperMediaBrosPodcast.
Here comes the headshot.
Come look at our stupid pictures.
Clean kill.
We'll throw an arrow through the back of your head and out of your mouth. Scorpion style.
Mm-hmm. Bam, 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 bam.
Also, there's a good reason to follow us on Twitter. Once we reach 300 followers on Twitter, we're going to be giving away a copy of Samurai Cop 2 Deadly Vengeance on Blu-ray DVD combo, courtesy of our friends at Cinema Epic.
So you should do things.
Like, go follow us.
Yeah.
The link is in the description below.
So you can get free shit.
Yeah, you don't even have to pay shipping. We're covering it for you. We will mail it right out to you.
Because shipping's like nothing.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. We'll do it. It's a fresh copy. It's not like we washed it and put it back up. No, this is shrink-wrapped for your pleasure.
Yeah.
That sounded so bad. There is a protective condom over this fucking case.
Bingo.
Do you want to watch me?
Bingo.
Bingo. We were giving the gift of Samurai Cop. And if you don't know what that is, go back and listen to episode 20. Go back and listen to our bonus episode.
How do you not know who they are by now?
Yeah, I'm just saying. Like,
come on, y'all.
If you want to know more, go listen to those. Or go listen to our interview with Matt Hannon himself and then figure it out.
Or just go watch the films.
Yeah, do it.
Do yourself a huge favor.
Yeah, but if you want to get a hard copy of the original release of Deadly Vengeance, do it. It's out right now on Amazon as Revenge of the Samurai Cop. It's a different cut, but we are offering you the original cut of the film on a hard copy.
Yes.
You know you want this fucking thing.
Yes.
One winner will be selected.
Yes.
Fight! That's all I gotta say, fight!
It's like Mario Kart. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Oh,
fight.
no. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I think we're gonna get the fuck out of here.
Let's go.
Just leave it there. Just let's go. Let's know. Ah, that was a weekend of international punishment. I didn't feel very punished, though.
Not yet.
Well, until next week, I've been Midnight Agent Raw.
I've been Okamer.
Shades on.
We're off.